So hello my Beatles friends, welcome to the new video. Good to see you all. It's time to make another video, and it's gonna be a new Beatles Finds video. Recently I was in one of the biggest flea markets here in the region, and you saw the video. Thank you very much, first of all, for watching my video, my flea market video. That was the first ever that I did. Well, actually I filmed more than 3 hours footage, but I decided to make a short video for 20 minutes because after 20 minutes it's getting boring, so just made the highlights, most interesting parts. So it's time today to show you what I found on that flea market, and it was not successful. I did only one Beatle find, only one item. The other thing was the Rolling Stones Greatest Hits album, the big hits, and Ozzy Osbourne CD. So and one Beatles find. So I'm gonna show you the find from that flea market, and also I will show you some other finds that I found during the during that month. Okay, so I want to start with something simple. I want to start from 245s. Okay, so first of all, this is the 45 from Paul McCartney, which is called Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is the one that I bought on the flea market. Picture sleeve. It's in not the best condition, but it's intact. No tears, no scratches, nothing, and it's a British one. Or tell me, let me see. No, it's an American one. Well, it says manufactured in UK, but the credits are American. So yeah, this is the American one. And plays well, sounds good. The picture sleeve is a little bit here damaged, but overall in a very good condition. So for €1 it's just must have. And something that I found also online, something very rare but in a perfect condition. I mean, absolutely new. This is Ringo Starr's Lady Gay on Polydor. A picture sleeve, absolutely mint condition, absolutely new. And the 45 looks as the following on Polydor Records. Okay, so these are the two 45s that I got. Now it's time for me to show you something also from a huge collection that I bought a couple of months ago. I want to close some gaps and show you something from that collection. So the first of all, something that I always wanted to have, and I was really anticipating to get. This is the album of all the Beatles songs, of all the Lennon-McCartney songs that gave away. And they are here by the original artists. So we have here 20 songs that Paul McCartney and John Lennon gave away. So we have here a song by Ringo Starr, I'm the Greatest, Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas, Peter and Gordon, and yeah, many others, some names that I'm not familiar with. But I listened to this album. It's very easy listening, very Beatlesque. And one day I was thinking about which song out of these 20 could be a Beatles song. I mean, I would be happy to hear it in performance by the Beatles. Well, I can say easily that Ringo Starr's I'm the Greatest, which was written by John, I cannot imagine being a Beatles song, if you understand what I mean. Okay, so this is a good album, something that I really wanted to have, and I'm very happy to have. And this is the, I believe, British pressing. Yeah, it's Garrold and Lofthouse Ltd. This is the original British pressing, a fully laminated sleeve. And let's see the vinyl. The vinyl is on EMI yellow label. That's the cool one. So that's something that I really wanted to have for quite some time. I was looking for it also online, and nice to have it. Also, the same cover is on the bootleg cover, the only session that John and Paul had after the breakup. It's called Toot and Snore, something like that. So Really good album, highly recommended. Something that you want to hear, Beatlesque, but something new. Okay, next. Something extraordinary. Very nice thing to have. This is 12-inch maxi single by John Imagine and Working Class Hero on Apple Records, and I believe this is the reissue. This is a German on Electrola. So this is a 12-inch maxi single, and you can see here that the song is only here and the rest is a groove. And also the same thing here. I mean, what was the point doing that thing? I don't understand. But still, nice thing to have. It's a little bit dirty, needs to be cleaned, but overall in a perfect condition. And the sleeve has John Lennon facing, not lying as it is on the original back cover of Imagine. Okay, so that's part of the collection that I had, and 2 more vinyls to go. So something that I didn't show within my Ringo Starr albums that I was showing, but now it's time to show it because this is a little bit extraordinary. This is Ringo Starr album Ringo. It's a regular sleeve without any gatefold, without any book, without anything. It's on MFP label, Music for Pleasure. That's the back. I mean, very simple, very normal sleeve. But what's interesting about it, that the vinyl is on black Parlophone. This is actually how it came. It's not a mistake. This is a Dutch pressing. It says here made in EEC. So this is a reissue, and it's it's not Dutch, it's Belgium. It's 1981 Belgium press. This is on Parlophone Records here on the vinyl, but the sleeve is made by MFP, and I thought that was a mistake. I thought that somebody mixed it, but actually not. It's not being mixed. That's exactly how this one came. So really nice to have. So my British copy with the book with the gatefold is my collection copy, and this is my listening copy. Okay, one more thing. This is something very interesting. This is the Baroque Beatles book. This is the rendition of Beatles melodies in the Baroque style. It's Baroque ensemble of the Merseyside Camera Music Orchestra, Joshua Rifkin conductor. Okay, so this is the side one, is the Royal Beetleworks Music MBE 63, and then it has four parts, like Overture, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. So it's in French, and this is in the name of the song. So I Wanna Hold Your Hand, I'll Cry Instead, Things We Said Today, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, and Ticket to Ride. So, and You've Got to Hide Your Love Away and Ticket to Ride are combined in one song. Then we do have Epstein Variations, MBE, Hold Me Tight. So it's very interesting, and Please Please Me. Then we have Help, I'll Be Back. It's aria. So this is the Baroque style Beatles melodies. This is the original German pressing, and the label is very, very interesting. You will like it. This is a test copy, a promo copy. You see, it's white. And it says here, not to be sold. It's trade sample, made in Germany. So this is the promo copy of the vinyl. A very interesting thing to have, and unfortunately the cover is a little bit damaged. So the previous owner who was selling it, he didn't know what he had, so he put all the vinyls in a stack. Then he took scotch tape and he closed everything, so the scotch tape was here on the vinyl, and now when I was taking it off, some paper also went off. So people sometimes do not know what they have. And also here there is a damage, a hole. But anyway, the vinyl is in a good condition. Vinyl is not damaged. That's the most important. Okay. So, one more thing. This is the Beatles, the Silver Beatles, the Beatles Live in Hamburg 3 records. This is a box set of 3 vinyls, the early Beatles in Hamburg. Now, this one I already have in a different packaging. And I have it as a double version and I have as a triple version. So this is also interesting. This is the German pressing in a fully laminated box, which is very nice. And this is the back. Okay, so we have here, I'm gonna sit right down and cry, roll over Beethoven, hippie hippie shake, sweet little 16, and all the early Beatles songs. I mean, this is the exact copy of the other boxes that you have, 3 record set. It's just a different packaging, different pressing. So this one is a very nice pressing, fully laminated. And when we take the 3 vinyls out, this is the back, this is the box. And all 3 vinyls are coming on red label, but the first one is the Silver Beatles. Absolutely mint. So this is the label, and here we have studio songs, but the 2 other albums, they are live, and we can easily recognize it by the logo, the Beatles Live. This is the exact logo that we have on the black Hamburg double vinyl. So the Beatles Live. This is the exact recording that is on the black vinyl, Beatles Live in Hamburg '62. So like I said, there are many different versions of the same album. So the only thing that varies is the cover. Okay, so I got this one very cheap, so I couldn't miss it. It was in a very good condition, and now I have 2 different copies of these same recordings. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some new finds that I found online. So this is very interesting thing. This is John Lennon's and Yoko Ono's single, maxi single, which is called "I'm Stepping Out," and Yoko's songs, which are called "Sleepless Night" and "Loneliness." So this is the cover of the 90s John Lennon 4 CD compilation, and here in the back we have a beautiful picture of Yoko. It's absolutely stunning, mint condition, and this is on Red Polydor Records, and this is a maxi single, and which is a very nice thing to have. Yeah, so we have here "I'm Stepping Out," made in England, and all the information here is in English, of course. So this is the original British pressing, and "Sleepless Night" and "Loneliness" by Yoko. So we have 2 songs by Yoko and 1 by John. Okay, so 2 things to go, more to go, and then I'm gonna say something else. Okay, so what we have here another 2 Paul McCartney maxi singles. So this one is Paul McCartney O.S. Le Soleil. I don't know what it means, but this is the song from Flowers in the Dirt, period. And this is the back. Nice picture of Paul. This is a drawn sun. Absolutely mint, stunning condition. And this is made in France. I think it's a French one. No, sorry, it's German. It's just the French catalog number, which is also available in France. And this is on silver black Parlophone label. And no, actually, it's made in France. Yeah, it's French one. Yeah, so it has a general information here. Yeah, it's distributed by EMI, printed in Holland, So it was made in Holland for the whole European market. So it was exactly like this, sold also in Germany, also in France, and also in Holland. So it has the complete information. So this one here record says made in France. So this one was made for French market. The vinyl says France, but the cover says Hole 3. Okay. So it's a very nice and very beautiful thing to have, stunning, mint condition. And last but not least, something that I wanted to buy for quite some time, and finally I do have it. I have a 7-inch single version of this one, but this is better, I think. So this is this one, and it has 3 songs. The first song, I Wanna Cry, I'm in Love Again. I know that there is another version with other songs, and on the 7-inch there is other song. So he spread the rare unreleased songs as a B-side of those singles. But the A-side for all of them is this one. So this is a shiny, bright, very beautiful mint condition sleeve with lyrics of this one. And this one is and this one also has 4 different languages on credits on the back, and this one is German. The first one was French, and this is German. So it has also text on the back in German, in French, in English, but this one has on the vinyl German. And yeah, it says made in EEC. Okay, so according to Right Society Gamma, we can see that this one is German, and wonderful, very beautiful condition. Okay, so there is another 3rd version of that single that I want to buy, and then I will have all the B-sides of this one. So Paul McCartney makes difficult collecting for us. The same thing he does with Egypt Station. So this started even back then in 80s. Okay, so that was my Beatles finds. That's all I found during the past month or 2. And also I would like to use that opportunity to congratulate all the Beatles fans with the 50th anniversary of 2 albums. Today, 9th of May, 1969, on sub-label of Apple, which is called Zapple, were released 2 experimental albums by the Beatles. One is John Lennon and one is George Harrison. So let me briefly show them to you. This is John Lennon's Unfinished Music 2, Life with Lions. They are in a hospital after Yoko had a miscarriage. And this is the fully laminated British pressing in a stunning mint condition. That picture I really love. So this is the front, and this is the back. It also comes with the inner sleeve with the credits, and the catalog number is Zapple 01. So this indicates that it's a British pressing. And if we look at the label, we have here sold in UK, text across. So in May 69, this text still was used. But Abbey Road, which was released later that year, already does not have sold in UK text. So somewhere in 69, this text was omitted. Okay, and also today was released George Harrison's Electronic Sound. This is a very interesting, very nice cover, but that's where it stops. Because the music here, you cannot call it a music. So this also British, stunning, mint condition, shiny, laminated sleeve. Also same kind of sleeve, And if you notice here, the catalog number is Zeppel 02. So this is a follow-up. Okay, and the record looks the following. We have a Zeppel here across the Apple, and we do have sold in UK text across the label. So these two albums were released in same day, and I think that people had a double disappointment that day. So this album is considered as Harrison was learning to play on some piano kind of instrument, some organ, and this is how he practiced, and he made an album out of it. And John Lennon's unfinished music is also very, very difficult to listen to, but the side one is a live recording from Cambridge '69. So I believe it was recorded on March the 2nd, '69. Performed by Yoko Ono vocal and John Lennon guitar with Mal Evans watch and two Johns, John Thikai saxophone, John Stevens percussion, who emerged at the end of the piece. Recorded live at Lady Mitchell Hall, Cambridge, England, March 2nd, '69, with thanks to Anthony Bennett. Okay. And side 2 is No Bed for Beatle John, and we have Baby's Heartbeat. It's very, sad because baby died, 2 minutes silence, and then we have radio play. So no music here, unfortunately, but still very interesting, nice thing to have. I mean, George's thing here at least maybe resembles something music-like, but it resembles, when you are tuning the instrument, you're not playing on it. But still, these two originals were released today, 50 years ago. So I congratulate all the Beatles with this anniversary. Happy Beatlesversary, everybody. So thank you very much for joining in. That was fun video to make. And a little update on my press review of Rubber Soul. It's gonna come by the beginning of June, because in a couple of days I'm going to a holiday. I need to rest. I'm going to a holiday and I'll be back by the end of May, and the video will be out by the beginning of June. Now it's gonna be very long and very difficult video because I have 10 copies of Rubber Soul and none of them are the same. They're all the different copies. And the press review video for Help is coming on Friday evening in America and Saturday night here in Europe. I already scheduled the premiere, so you can watch the thumbnail. I changed the thumbnail so you can easily spot it. And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be very glad if you could subscribe to my channel and tell me what you think, tell me what your thoughts about it. If you want, you can also hit like, comment, subscribe. Everything is welcome, and if you have questions, you can ask me. And if you want me to do a video dedicated to all 4 experimental albums by the Beatles, tell me so, because I know that not so many people love it. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for joining in, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.